It's a Sumo Show, the podcast that discusses everything that's going on in Japanese Grand Sumo. Whether you've been steeped in sumo lore since the Heisei era, like me, Stan, or you're a dedicated fan who wants to get deeper into what's happening on and off the dohyo, like our good friend Troy, or you're brand new to the world of sumo and just want to see what it's all about, no matter how much you know about the sport, the Sumo Show has something for you. So let's throw some purifying salt into the ring, do a few big Shiko foot stomps, and see what's new on this week's episode of the Sumo Show. So konnichiwa, everyone, and Okaidi. Welcome back to my co-host Troy.
Well, howdy do.
Howdy do. Howdy puppy.
How do you do? Howdy puppy.
Howdy puppy makes a return.
Nice. Long waited.
Just
Well, good opening day to you, sir.
Yes, a good opening day to you. It was the first day of the Aki Basho, the fall Grand Sumo tournament. Held
I can't remember
in Tokyo at the Ryogoku Kokugikan.
Or the Ryogoku Kokugikan. Close.
I know how much you love saying that.
Ryogoku Kokugikan. Ryogoku Kokugikan.
Kokugikan, yes.
Kokugikan.
Kokugikan. Hey.
So I think this is the first time we have done kind of a day and date sort of podcast on the Basho for, years.
Well, we did it last tournament for the final day. Right?
Did we? Yeah, that's right. We switched.
We did our last episode on the Nagoya Basho was on the final day, the evening of the final day. So, and that worked out so well. We thought, hey, let's.
Yeah, we're kind of retracing some old steps a little bit, but I don't know if it's me, but you are just a little quiet all of a sudden.
Am I?
I'm gonna just I'll turn my levels up and we'll.
Well, let me just see, because every time I have to reboot my computer, often when I reboot my computer, it resets my level. And there it is very low. Hold on. There we go. That's back
there. We are. Excellent. I'll turn you back to normal on mine. And then also make sure that you're not blowing anybody out. There we go. A boom. Okay, yeah. So we've got an opening day to talk about.
Yes, we do. We've got one day to talk about. So, not a lot of news has happened, but some things have happened here.
And we're going to stretch this show out to 2 hours, regardless.
Well, knowing how you and I like to vamp, that really probably wouldn't be a stretch. But we'll
give people a break.
But we everything got going. We had a good first day. Everyone is in except for Takeru Fuji. We talked about that on Friday. He is out. The bicep tear that he suffered in the July tournament. He's still dealing with that, and so he's just Kyujo for the whole tournament, which probably means he's going to drop out of the top division next time again.
Yeah, again.
So bad luck for a guy we like a lot, and someone who really seems like he'd be one of those guys up top if he could stay healthy.
If he just them's the breaks.
That's how it goes. Look at Asanoyama, who's in Juryo again. He's back. He's made it back to Juryo for the third time, and is some people kind of have him slated probably to win the Juryo U show. Juryo's kind of a weird mess these days, because of all the older people retiring or not quite retiring, and the new people not quite getting their feet set under them. And he's someone who 5 years ago, was pegged as a very likely Yokozuna. Now he's just trying to get back to the top division again.
Yeah, that's tough.
So yeah, it's there are some very talented people whose careers can be summed up kind of like that. Got real close and then another injury.
So, outside of the injuries and all of that, I just want to say that I feel like this was a pretty solid opening day. Didn't things kind of roll out the way one would hope they would to kind of keep the tension going and the excitement?
Mostly, yes. There were a couple of surprise losses, some upset losses. I'm not sure upset is
Yeah,
exactly the word, but people we
but
have
not a
pegged to do well this tournament who came out and did not do well on day one.
yeah.
We when we in most tournaments when we're having these shows, we're talking on day 3 and saying,
Yeah.
don't get crazy about it's only day 3. Well, triple that for it's only day 1.
Right. Yeah. We've only
But
just begun. Yeah.
yeah, but you want to start well. I mean,
Yeah.
we always get on Hoshoryu's case. Well, we haven't talked about what happened today, but if Hoshoryu loses on day 1, if any of our top guys lose on day 1, it's like just not the not the pace you want to set.
That's right. Yeah. Especially now.
Especially if you're
The
planning to
pressure is
be in the Yusho hunt. When we always talk about the fact that in order to win the Yusho, you have to finish. You have to aim to finish for 12 or 13 wins, which means you can only afford 2 or 3 losses. And the earlier you take one, the harder you make your goal. The whole path
right.
before you gets just a little steeper.
Absolutely. And I think too that it ignites the extra issue energy stuff that goes on when people start to speculate, and that whole kind of casts a pall over that. And you hear the pundits and their expectations. Certainly you see the fans, you get all of the input and feedback from, your boss, and it's just, to me, it's just a very, it was, I really felt good about, it didn't have I think for me, it's like a shared, I don't like schadenfreude, and I know it's not really applicable here. It's not like, we're watching somebody who's bad, something bad happened to somebody who's bad, but seeing somebody who's up at the topple in that way, or potentially topple, is really anxiety building for me. Like I just do well, Hoshoryu, do well, Nosato, like just maintain this and then fight it out at the end. And Hoshoryu should be, by dint of where he's at, number 1, and Onosato number 2, and Wakataka Kage hopefully making his way up there. But he had a little bit of a rough one too.
Yeah. We'll certainly be talking about him in a bit.
Yeah.
So we're gonna look at the results from today's matches and talk about the things that strike us. Maybe look at who's fighting who tomorrow, and then we'll look at our Fantasy Oyakata game, which we have 10 contestants.
I knew we'd get them. You were a little worried.
They all came at the very last minute. 10. We only had 3 or 4 last time. We got 10 this time.
That's right. Yeah.
And
I'm
we'll
ready.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
All right. So let's come over here, and we'll see that this is the listing of who fought who today. With the results. I'm gonna flip that results button, and it's gonna show who who won who. There's red light. I don't know. We got that red light on either side of the Onosato Aonishiki. This, when you see it, the person that wins, the red light is on their side.
Gotcha.
So see, Onosato and Aonishiki was the Musubi no Ichiban, the final match of the day. Everyone was looking forward to. Hoshoryu fought Tamawashi, Kotozakura and Abi, Wakataka Kage and Hakuoho. It's a really good last 4 matches of the day. Kirishima and Oho also, Oho, Oho did so well, and then last tournament didn't. So it's kind of, was he serious? Is Kirishima healthy? That match was kind of a let's see what's going on. Takayasu and Atami Fuji. 2 guys who just have bodies that don't want to help them out.
Yeah.
All right, so let's turn on the results feed, and we'll look down here, and we'll see that we start down with Shishi. Lost.
Yep.
This is the first match against a visitor from Juryo, Daiseizen.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
it's not looking real good for him, is it?
No, it was. He had the advantage in that match and managed not to win it. Yeah. So the Magic 8 Ball is not smiling on Shishi.
No, running out of answers. Yeah.
See, coming up here, Tobizaru and Shonan Naomi. Did you watch that one?
Yes, I did not.
No, yes, I know I did not.
No, I did not. Yeah.
It was a really scrappy match. It was a really fun, scrappy match. Shonan Naomi kind of wouldn't let Tobizaru get near him. Tobizaru, it seems like he's not fully healthy. Watching him, that's my take on how things performed. His elbow is still wrapped. He didn't seem quite as aggressive as he sometimes is. But, Shonan Naomi's a big guy. But Tobizaru, it was a long, kind of scrappy, swatting at each other match, a Tobizaru kind of match. And Tobizaru grabbed the win, which, good for the monkey. Way to go, monkey.
Yeah, good for the monkey. Yeah. Way to fly, monkey.
Takeyumi, whose mother passed away on Friday, is at the tournament as promised, and lost to Roga on day 1 here. He had a shot. He kind of had the advantage, and as Takeyumi has been wont to in the last few years, he looked really good last tournament, better than he has in a year or more. And today he looked like he did through most of that year. He got off to a strong tachi-ai and then couldn't finish it and wound up pulling and backing up, and Roga just then marched him out off the dohyo. So not so good for Takeyumi. Shodai, I know you watched a Shodai match.
Yeah, I did.
What'd you think of that?
I thought, this is going to be. I always forget how short these things are, but I thought he was done, and then he managed to wiggle his way right out of the turn the tides to his favor. I don't know what I was. I was nothing. I was dead inside.
you were befuddled. You were.
I was befuddled.
You were nonplussed.
I was nonplussed. If nonplussed means like what? Like what?
Nonplussed is a great word because we use it all the time, and most people just have no idea what it means.
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
it's kind of like the word that means I don't know how I felt, so I'll say I was nonplussed.
Yeah, that's pretty much that's where that word is defined for me. But yeah, I just I watched it a couple times, and I was just sort of it was just sort of not the best sumo. Yeah. Well, I mean, mediocre sumo letting a kind of a mediocre rikishi get away or get a win in a mediocre way.
Yeah, we were talking about this before. I mean, Shura Naomi had the advantage, but like we often will say on the show, you need to finish it. And if you don't,
Yeah.
when you get in these matches, if you're driving forward and you have the advantage, the minute your advantage stalls out and you have to kind of regroup is when the other guy has an opportunity, and that's their chance to try
Yeah.
and impose themselves. And Chudanomi was kind of in charge of that match and couldn't put Shodai away. And when his drive stalled, Shodai said, "Oh, well, this is what sumo's about."
Yeah. Yep.
Daisha. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was just agreeing. I was just getting, what I was just thinking that, I just don't know, when does he go away? I mean, like, I don't mean to say, like, I know that there are a lot of people who are fans of Shodai, and I apologize. I do apologize, and I also am really perplexed as to what it is about the man that is making you, I don't know. You've been ensorcelled. His hangdog vibe has put you to sleep.
Whoa.
So I am
Shodai's
perplexed.
going to be around a while because he's good
Yeah.
enough. He's better than the people below him on the Banzuke now.
Yeah.
He actually is kind of ranked lower than he should be. He had a
Right.
really bled tournament last time, and if he keeps performing like that, yeah, he'll slowly fade out. But it'll be
But he
slow
just,
because
yeah.
he doesn't have awful tournaments at this level. In fact, even at the upper ranks, it's not like he got blown out very often. He would just be on the wrong side of the Kachikoshi.
Right, right. And also
Kachikoshi.
just like you can see the moments where he chooses to put his foot on the gas,
Yeah.
and then moments where he's just, and he looks almost put upon that, that it didn't go his way or something. I mean, I don't know. It's I'm working on some complex feelings here.
I think, yeah, no, I think you're still kind of processing the fact that he and Sorcel do for a while.
He did. Yeah. I thought for sure he'd pull it out, but nope. As recently as the last Basho, even. Ay,
All
ay,
right,
ay.
now let's look at Daisho, who is our very recently Ozeki, or very recently Sekiwake, on the verge of an Ozeki promotion, who
Yeah.
got injured and missed all of last tournament and dropped all the way down to Maegashira 10. I think he's 10 now. And the word is that he's not fully healthy. I hadn't really seen anything about him until this match, which was against Fujinakawa, who's one of the young hotnesses.
Yeah. And not somebody that I was like, who is this? But that was just some of the folks that they promoted, right?
Yeah, well, this is his second tournament in the top division. He did very well last time, uh, and he was one of the people we had on our. I don't know. He could do really
He
great
could
again.
be the guy.
And he's one
Yeah.
of those guys to keep your eye on. His upper limits have not been tested yet.
I will say though, when we try to predict how a person will do, you and me specifically, we are never right. I mean, like when we wanted to see that rivalry between the two, people that went to school, or the two rikishi that went to school together, and they're bringing their rivalry. Nah, no rivalry. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Daisho. So today, Daisho didn't look great. He
Yeah.
didn't look terrible. There was a point earlier, like when we did our Banzuke report, where I was in the mode of thinking that ranked this low, he's had 2 months plus to heal up. He's going to come back and he's just going to kick ass down here at Maegashira 10. And
Yeah.
then there got the reports that, well, he's actually not fully healthy. And so I felt less sure. And then watching today, I understand. I just don't know. He should probably pull a Kachikoshi. Should probably get more wins and losses. But I don't think there's really any hope of him pulling one of those, well, I'm ranked low, so therefore I'm going to contend for the U show like Koto Shoho did last time.
Yeah.
I don't think he's fit enough to dominate, even at this level. I think he's good enough and determined enough and experienced enough that he will get his Kachikoshi.
Now, when you say fit enough, do you mean because of his injury, or do you mean just like he's
No,
kind
I
of
mean
in his
because
twilight
of
of
his
his career?
injury. Yeah.
Okay, got you. Yeah.
But I think he's come back enough from the injury that it's not gonna. It's not like when we see like Takakeisho did last time. After he got a tear in his bicep and he kept fighting for the rest of the tournament, and he did okay. Like he got a much better record than he would have if he pulled out, but he wasn't threatening anyone. He was not fit at that point. I think Daisho's mostly fit. He's just not fully recovered and trained up and ready for fighting ready like he usually is. At least that's how it looked on day one to me.
Yeah. Right. With as much data as we have to offer. Right.
Yeah. Midori Fuji beat Kin Bozan. Did you see that one? You love that match. If you haven't watched that one, you should watch that one. Midori Fuji, our little tiny guy from Shizuoka Prefecture, who Kin Bozan for the last year or so has been really just kind of he had him figured out. This time Midori Fuji managed to stay out of the clutches, or actually he got in deep enough. Kin Bozan got a good outside grip on his belt, but Midori Fuji didn't let him get an inside grip and wound up just pulling the guy down. It was a really fun match.
Yeah, I need to go back and watch it. I know that I played it a couple times in my peripheral as I was, kind of mucking around with some other stuff. But a good reaction from the crowd, and it was fun.
Another really good match was the next one, Ura and Oshima, kind of similar to the Tobizaru Shonan Naomi match. It was a kind of standoff. Oshima trying to keep Ura from doing his Ura thing, and in the end, he failed.
That's right.
I'll tell you, Kusano, one of the guys was a lot of talk of. He lost on day one, and he lost to Takanosho, who's been unpredictably mediocre. But Takanosho looked pretty good today. I'll tell you what, when we get to the Fantasy Oyakata game, a lot of people picked Kusano.
I know I did.
You know what? Me too. But it's one of those, a lot of people picked Kusano. And he did not perform on day one for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got Onokatsu won. Wakamoto Haru beat Koto Shoho. That's a big question. Again, Koto Shoho coming off winning the U show last time. And
right.
We got the big promotion. There's a question of, is it too big a promotion for him? Was last time just a fluke? No, it was one of those tournaments where he did, like we said, he fired on all cylinders for 15 days. Everything went his way. How much is going to go his way, and what's his real level at?
Losing to Wakamoto Haru is it seems like an inauspicious sign.
Yeah, well, I mean, Wakamoto Haru, another guy who's had some weird ups and downs, but he certainly seems like he's coming off another down, and he doesn't really give the air of someone who's charged up for a comeback. But he beat Koto Shoho pretty soundly. It was not a hotly contested close match. Wakamoto Haru just kind of beat him. Gonoyama. Oh, Gonoyama. I don't know if you saw it.
I
Hiradomi and
didn't.
Gonoyama. Gonoyama, uh, he just he just wants to go forward. Sometimes when he should maybe think a minute. And he was in charge against Hiradomi, and Hiradomi managed to stay far enough back that he got a little room and then was able to duck out of the way. And next thing you know, Gonoyama's on his stomach.
Oh no.
Whomp.
Oh, boing. Yeah.
The Atami Fuji and Takayasu, that was a fun match. I don't have anything clever to say about it. It was a good match. And Atami Fuji pulled it out. We had been talking about Takayasu having this pattern of 3 good tournaments and a bad tournament. Not an auspicious beginning for him there.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do? Kirishima and Oho was a fun match also.
Yeah, Kirishima won, right?
Yeah, Kirishima
Yeah,
won.
yeah.
And looked pretty good doing it.
Mm-hmm.
There's always, as always, he lines up coming into the tournament, and everyone says, "Oh, he's ready to make a comeback." And then he had a wrist injury in the last 4 days before the tournament started, and there's a question about whether or not he's really ready again. So buckle up, sumo fans.
It's gonna be a ride. Yeah.
But one of the big surprises, at least to me, was the Hakuoho Wakataka Kage match.
Yeah,
Kage
bummer.
being on the verge of a potential Ozeki promotion. If he can get 11 wins, or as we were talking about on Friday, maybe 10 wins with beating a Yokozuna, he's got a real shot at getting an Ozeki promotion. But he needs to win 11 matches, which means he can only afford 4 losses. So take one on day one. And Hakuoho just beat him out the gate and just
blew him out of the water. Yeah.
So it does, again, don't know what it says overall. Oh, we didn't talk about this. Wakataka Kage during the last week of training was not training for 3+ days because he had a fever.
I thought we mentioned that.
Did we?
We might have, but yeah. Okay.
So, and when he came back, his Oyakata was saying, "I'm not worried about him not having practice. Missing a few days of practice matches. He's fine. The fever, it's all better. He had the fever. He's feeling good." But I am a little worried. And if it was a fever that was so bad that he was out for 3 days, then that's the kind of thing that saps you, right? Takes some energy out. It takes a while. I can tell you from my last bout with the COVID that it takes a while, even after you're better, to get back in the action. So,
truth, yeah.
It's not that he lost today; it's how he lost today that makes me say, "Whoa! I hope he's okay."
Well, they seem like 2 very polar opposite wrestling styles, right?
Well, they're built very differently.
For sure. But it feels to me like, Hakuoho just charging right at, Wakataka Kage, who is like a little more, I guess, nimble, but he just didn't.
Wakataka Kage likes to come in with hard hitting, hard charging. He doesn't have the big body, but he's got that bodybuilder body. He's got very strong shoulders and arms.
Yeah.
And even, chest, like upper chest. He doesn't have the big middle like a lot of. He doesn't have the weight and the force of mass that a lot of Rikishi does. A lot of Rikishi do, but he does like to do that same kind of big, quick driving, violent sumo, and a lot of tsupati, a lot of hitting. So to that end, technically their styles fall into the same category, but they look very different. Hakuoho
Got
also
you.
very good on the belt. Like he comes in hard, but if his big thing is to come in with those attacks and use them. If they don't win first, he's really good at getting in on the belt and making some throws.
Right.
But he didn't need to
Yeah.
today.
I guess maybe I am letting the differences in body shape, but it just feels like Wakataka Kage is a little more. I don't know. I guess nimble is the only way I can really, a little bit more about speed, a little bit more about precision, and not solely kind of, or just not famously the a big.
I would
tank.
look at it like that. They've got different finishing styles, like a very different finishing styles. And
Sure.
I think
Okay.
you're right. The Wakataka Kage is very good at getting in the mix and then slipping aside,
Dancing
and
around. Yeah.
Hakuoho, that's not really his style.
Yeah. But no, he just Wakataka Kage had no time to.
No. Hakuoho just took it to him.
Yep.
And then we've got Kotozakura and Abi. Kotozakura looked good, which he hasn't the last two tournaments, particularly early on in the tournament. He came out and he looked really good. Very, very much. He's got a very classical style. Right? He's got that big body build. He's got a lot of it's just his kind of very in the same school as Onosato, but Kotozakura's been in the professional sumo game, grew up in Ahea, and he's just got that when he's on, he's got that style. He really has the sumo swagger.
Yeah, and this was a real tidy little match. Yeah.
Hoshoryu beat Tamawashi. You watched that one, right?
I did, and I was glad to see him win.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was really funny to see in Kintamayama's video.
Oh, I should check it
posting like, what? No mono e? Come on, that's worth a mono. I mean, it's worth at least a mono e. I mean, yeah, he won, but it's worth a mono e. It's close enough that you guys should talk about it, which I found to be a very funny thought. Like, if it's a close match, you deserve the
extra scrutiny
to come together and say, okay, are we sure? As opposed to, if it's clear that one guy won, then you don't talk, you don't even talk about it, no matter how close it was. This guy won,
and it's really remarkable how, I mean, I think that because the our fancy gentlemen, it's just remarkable how good they are, like how well they call it. Like it's pretty rare that they're off the mark, and they have to go throw themselves on their ritual knife or whatever. But it is it's I mean, I couldn't do it, and I'm watching it in slow motion. I'm replaying it, I'm looking at it from all angles, and they just call it almost, it just looks like it's almost sort of telepathic or something. It's just it's pretty remarkable.
Yeah. And the Shimpan, the judges, they're all, I think that the judging setup for sumo is kind of, we didn't talk about it much, but it's kind of remarkably good, right? A guy on each side of the ring watching, and the action will be on one side and away from another side. And if from your side you see anything that looks like maybe that's not the right call, you raise your hand to get a question. So if no one raises their hand, that means that from all four sides, the guy watching for it looked at it and said, nope, that's the right call. I saw that.
Yeah.
even if it was all the way on the other side of the dohyo with someone else's feet and body falling between them. So,
Yeah.
and watching the replay and seeing what happened, it was very close. But you know, I think the fact that there was no mono e just says that it was clear.
Yeah. Yeah. Now,
Everyone had a
do you
good look
think
at
that,
it, and he
and
pulled
they
his
saw,
arm
yeah.
up. He did.
Yeah.
It very well could have been a tie or gone the
Had
other
not. Yeah.
way, but he managed to scoop Tamawashi's leg first of all, and then pull his own arm up so that he, instead of landing on his forearm, he landed on the front of his leading shoulder, and
Yeah.
and that gave Tamawashi time to hit first.
So do you think that there's some kind of, that there was no Mona E? Do you think that are people suspect of it? I mean, or do they just think, was it really just like almost ceremonially, we, given the nature of who was wrestling, that we should have just gone through the Mona E? I mean, I'm not sure why people would
I
feel
think
that way.
because everyone is, when you got the guy you're rooting for, and you're thinking it was close. That was close. They should consider it.
Yeah.
I mean, uh, yeah. Then there are times when there's no mono e, and um, I'm a little just suspicious that they,
Of the yeah. Yeah.
yeah. What? Why did they not do that? This is
Yeah,
not one of
if
them.
they're the right,
How can you?
if
How
there's
can you? How
this
can you
guy
be
that
so
loses.
sure?
Yeah, yeah, that's funny. Right, how could you be so sure when judges place where they are? And
Yeah.
the other thing that I was going to mention about this was, again, I think that we should commission a study, and where we look at rikishi who are falling out of the ring, or they're trying not to cross the bail, and they hover like, it's amazing. Something happens there with gravity. It's so interesting to watch. It's just a
Well,
real,
I
and
know
also
you've been working on some video
my art.
exercises on that.
That's right. I am working on that. Yeah, yeah. The hovering rikishi. Another shadowy organization
Right.
to
Right.
expose. But no, yeah, it was a great match, and I watched it a few times, and I'll just say too, picking up a man by his thigh is not. That's hard work.
That's, yeah. Well, you earned your win that day.
You earned your win, because that was yeah, that was quite a grab.
Um, yeah. So very happy. First of all, I'm happy to report that Hoshoryu did it. That was a good decision. But I'm glad that he won on day one, because that's been a
Same.
bane of his.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, that was close.
Yeah. Yeah, but I gotta say too, again, I was really hoping that he would win, because my anxiety about it was just through the roof. He didn't appear to be waylaid by any lingering toe issues, and so, you know,
Yeah.
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 Did you know? Now, I hadn't heard this, and I picked up on it in conversation during the Basho, or during the matches, and somebody said that Hoshoryu at the last Basho said, um, I will not leave, or I will stay and fight."
Yeah.
And then, like, kind of made a public thing about it, and then left anyway. Like, that's a rough kind of spot he put himself in,
Yeah.
because people kind of are taking it personally.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what it was a dumb thing to say.
It really was. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But there is a certain amount of affront that people have taken, at that, and kind of
Yeah.
adds to the whole momentum of, can he do it? Is he too far? Will he have to
Yeah.
retire? All of this stuff that people are talking about. But it was good to see. And I know that Hoshoryu was very concerned with my anxiety, and so I appreciate his consideration.
I bet he'll be checking in on you.
He'll
Probably
call.
listening right now.
He is. He'll call afterwards, and we'll have some talks. Yeah.
Todoi-san?
I told you to stop talking about those shadowy
your
organizations.
Anxiety. How?
Yeah, he's very concerned for me, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Hoshoryu. Or Hosh, as I like to call him. Hosh.
Saint Hosh.
A Saint Hosh, exactly.
And
And
then our
then
last match was Onosato and Aonishiki.
icing on the cake.
It was, and it was. You know what? I loved it. Not that.
Yeah, same.
I wanted Onosato to do well, and I wanted. Call me crazy, but I wanted Aonishiki to show some feet of clay. He'd come up too easily. Like he's. I want him. I want someone to. Well, I want him to get punched in the nose metaphorically early on.
Yeah.
So now he knows that it's not going to be an easy road, and he's going to have to.
Not just a. Yeah.
He's going to have to dig in.
Yeah, it just felt like, at least for the opening day, that all the order was restored to the land,
except for Wakataka Kage's loss.
That was a bummer. That was a bummer. That was a true bummer. Yeah.
Yeah,
but but that's the comeback story. That's again.
Yeah, well, how are you going to come back if you don't fall behind?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say we could go look at the Hitoshi view, but it's only one loss or one win. We know exactly either you won or you lost.
That's right.
So good start. A lot of people have to everyone that lost has to tune it up a little. Everyone that won, let's keep doing that.
Keep winning. Keep your head in the game. Don't let it slip. And if you lost, get your head in the game. Stop slipping.
All right. So this is who's fighting who today.
Okay.
Right. Hoshoryu is fighting Takayasu. Onosato is Tamawashi. Kotozakura Hakuoho.
Okay.
Abi and Kirishima. Wakataka Kage and Oho. There we go. Now Wakataka Kage's got to bounce back. Oho also has to bounce back.
Tension builds.
Yeah. Aonishiki drops down to fight Atami Fuji.
Oh, that should be a good one.
That should be fun. Wakamoto Haru and Gonoyama. Koto Shoho's fighting Hiradomi, Kusuno, and Ichi Yamamoto.
I'll be watching that.
Ura and Midori Fuji. That's usually a fun match.
Yeah.
Daisho and Shodai. There's another one to keep your eye on.
Sure. Don't blink.
We're going to find out how, given where they're at, Daisho should really just
clean up. Yeah.
Mop dohyo with him, but will he?
And will Shodai somehow wake up and be the other Shodai?
Right. Will the real Shodai be there?
Yeah.
Will the real Shodai please stand up?
Right.
What
do you think about Roga's first? He unexpected to see him win. He won, right? Yeah, he won.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who did he fight?
He was fighting. Who was he fighting? Let me get my notes here.
Roga. He beat Mitakayumi.
Yeah. I'm not good enough, well versed enough in sumo to determine whether he had a really great match or what would you say, Mitakayumi?
I was focusing more on Midori Fuji because Roga is kind of boring to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, and he has been to date. But
I think that he had a fine match. Although, like I was saying before, Mitakayumi was beating him and then didn't finish it off, and then stalled out. Yeah. And Roga did what he had to do. Right, you You fight to stay in it until you have an opportunity. And when Takumi gave him that opportunity, he took it, and he looked pretty good doing it. So,
For me,
I don't know.
I've always thought that there would be more to Roga, and it would be kind of fun to see him deliver.
Yeah, and he was the guy that there was some hopes for when he was in Juryo coming up, but he has shown that his true talent level is about
where he's at.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Tobizaru is fighting Sadanomi. Should be interesting. Shishi and Tomokaze. All right, so that's what we're seeing today on the matches.
Should be good stuff.
14 matches to go. Whole lot of tournament. Really can't tell anything from day one unless someone drops their mawashi, metaphorically. But one thing we can do.
What?
Is take a look at the
Fantasy Oyakata.
Exactly. That was good.
Yeah.
But just like the rikishi, everyone's got one, or they're either 1-0 or 0-1.
Right?
There we go. So the best possible score is 5, and theoretically it's a coin toss. Tell you what, no one in our grouping went 5-0 today.
Yeah.
But some people did not do especially well. So we have 10 competitors this time.
Okay.
And at the bottom down here, we have Troy.
Oh no!
Now it's not just you, because also at the same 1 and 4 we got
Urabeya.
You got your win with Onosato, and no one else on your team won.
Yikes! That's not a great way to start out the day.
No, you had Wakataka Kage. In fact, look at both of you. Same thing.
Oh my gosh, look at us.
You both picked Wakataka Kage.
We're
you
like
both
twins.
picked Koto Shoho. You both picked Kusano. And it's only down here in the lower division. Hitoshi and Asakoryu.
Well,
same
friend,
result,
it's you and me neck and neck. Yeah.
So you and Urabeya are going to be going neck and neck all tournament.
Yeah. Gonna bring it to the playa heya.
Next up, we had, I don't remember how many people had tied. I should really uncover them as a group, but I guess
with
I'm not.
Flourish.
A new person, the Interrobang.
Nice.
At 2 and 3, who picked Hoshoryu.
Oh, okay.
The only person who picked Hoshoryu this turn. Picked
really?
Hanishu,
okay.
Who also lost. Tamawashi, who lost. Udo won. And Shonan Naomi lost.
I like the picks.
Also at 2 and 3, we have another newcomer, Sumo Fist.
Welcome, Sumo Fist.
Who is the only person that picked Kotozakura.
The
champion level. Everyone in the champion level won this time, which is terrific.
I'm just gonna say, Urabeya, don't worry, don't fret. This is just the first day. We can rocket right to the top.
Interestingly, in the Sanyaku level,
which
we're looking at, of the 4, we got Wakataka Kage, Kirishima, Takayasu, and Aonishiki in the Sekiwake Komusubi level. Kirishima is the only one that won on day 1. The other 3 all lost. So we got Tommy Fuji there in the upper, and Kusano in the middle, and
Okay.
Hitoshi in the
Finally,
lower.
I'm with the crowd.
Also at 2 and 3, I believe, is
V?
another new person, VW
They?
or
V-
uh, Onosato and Aonishiki and Wakamoto
Okay.
Haru, who won,
Okay.
and Kusano and Mitakeumi.
I got to tell you, this is exactly what the Wakas did to me that one time, and I'm just real upset about it, but they did it the opposite way. Where I thought it was,
And then
yeah, anyway.
at 3 and 2,
It's
I'm at 3 and 2.
still
3 and 2
okay.
with Onosato and Wakataka Kage. So look, you and I are the same there and there.
Yeah,
Hakuoho is who I took,
you're a
and that
fan, I
got me an
know.
extra win. Kusano, and I took Tobizaru down in the
Oh,
lower.
nice. Okay. I don't often see Tobizaru on your list of
Yeah,
Richie.
I think, like I said, I think down there at that in the lower division, he
Yeah.
has. Now he's not. I tell you, he looked. It was fun watching him today, and he won. But he did not look like he's fully healthy either. I think
Yeah, I agree.
he's still suffering from the arm injury, the elbow injury that plagued him
Yeah.
last time. But I'm taking a shot on him. Above me is
Hey.
Lemon, who's not one of our other lemons
Oh,
that
he's
we've
not one
had
of the.
before.
Oh, I see.
It's not,
Okay. A
no,
new
not
lemon.
based on the email that's associated with this. This is neither Dave nor Linnea. This is some other lemon.
All right. Well, we welcome the lemons from across the
Yeah.
lands.
Also 3 and 2 at Onosato, Aonishiki, Atami Fuji, Kusano. Look
Kusano.
how many people pick Kusano.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Shodai. Who picked
Shodai.
Shodai?
Wow. Showing up for a lemon. Okay.
There you go. Also at 3 and 2, another Tetsuo Arashi, another new one. We got a lot of new people this time.
Fantastic. Well, we're happy to have you, friends. So glad. So glad that you
Ono-
have joined us.
yes, indeed. Onosato, Wakataka Kage, Abi, Daisho, and also picked Tobizaru.
Okay.
Then I believe also at 3 and 2 is Jace, Shinsei Sakura.
Shinsei Sakura. Nice.
Shinsei Sakura with Onosato and Kirishima. Good choice there. The only person to pick Kirishima,
Uh-huh.
I think.
Oh.
Tamawashi, Takanosho. I'm thinking some. I don't. I. You know what? Jace did really well on day one, but I'll tell you, with Shishi and Takanosho
Shishi,
and
yeah.
Tamawashi, I. Uh, I don't. I'd say if I was going to make a prediction on our Fantasy Oyakata game, it would be that Jace will not wind up in the race for the U show.
Well, Jace, I got to tell you, I almost added Shishi. I almost did because it seems like he should be on his upturn. He should be on his, on as the pendulum swings. It should be swinging, Shishi's way, but maybe not. Yeah,
As the butt wiggles.
as the butt wiggles. Yeah, yeah. Now you've got to be kidding me. Who's number one?
Who do you think?
No way. Is it?
Number one is Masutani.
Yeah, stop this man. He comes into our own house and wins.
But now look, Onosato, he picked.
Uh-huh.
I picked Onosato. You picked Onosato.
Yeah.
Wakataka Kage. Wakataka Kage. Wakataka Kage.
Okay, now.
You got Hakuoho. Hakuoho. Koto Shoho.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, and then we got now he picked Daisho, and given how things went today, I think that may be his undoing. However, I picked Kusano, and as we see, a whole lot of people pick Kusano, including you, and I think we may be in some trouble on that one. And then he picked Meisei.
Meisei.
And I think I think that's
nice to see Sumo Fist picking Hitoshi with me. All right. So this is very interesting, inconclusive in that. I mean, as far as I am aware, to the best of my expertise, everybody's really still got a good chance.
Well, it's day one. Everyone has a great chance.
I mean, but listen, we've had some day ones where like, nope, that guy's gone now.
Yeah.
He's no longer. Yeah, so you lose. But
well, I'll tell you what. Looking at these Maikashiras, I think Daisho and Meisei are risky. I don't think either one of them is going to do great.
okay.
For Jace, I think Tamawashi, Takanosho, and Shishi, I think all three of them are not going to do well. For Tetsu Arashi, Abi still could do okay. Again, I think the Aisho is going to have a mediocre tournament, and I think Tobizaru is going to do fine. I picked him. Atami Fuji, yeah, maybe. We talked a lot about him in the preview show, just how he gets to this level, and it's a level that usually undoes him.
Yeah.
Right? Kusuno, our big question mark that's plaguing a lot of people, and Shodai.
Kusuno, better get your affairs in order. Yes, Shodai.
Come on, Kusuno. Yeah. So I think that Lemon is going to have some problems here.
Okay.
With Shodai and the Tommy. I tell you what, I did not pick a Tommy Fuji because in my head I figured him for about 50-50. He's going to be. I figured he's got a good chance of coming to Stan's house on the final day.
Gotcha.
Then I think Hakuoho is a solid choice. Not so sure about Kusuno and Tobizaru. Yeah,
I get the. Yeah.
I hope he does well.
Me too.
Wakamoto Haru, Kusuno, Mitakumi's a bad bet this tournament. I mean, just between the fact that he did well last tournament, but he's on a bad run, and his mom just died. I hate to bring that into any analysis, but how can you focus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe he pulls some strength out of the heartbreak and
except
loss.
I tell you, day one didn't look like that's what's happening.
Yeah, that's tough.
Atami Fuji, Kusuno, and Hitoshi. Hitoshi, I hadn't even give him much serious consideration. So you and they are
kind of casting fresh net
for picking an unobvious choice that could do very well.
Yeah.
Tamawashi and Ura and Shonan Naomi. They say Tamawashi, I think, is a bad bet this tournament, ranked as high as he is. Ura, I said in the preview show, I think he's at a level that he could do very well. Shonan Naomi should do very well. He hasn't he didn't on day one.
Yeah.
Then we got both you with Kusuno and Kota Shoho.
Yeah.
And then Asakoryu and Hitoshi. So yeah, I think for you, I think you've got a very good chance of bouncing back and being at least in the upper half of everything overall.
That's my gut too. That's what I feel as well. And so, hey, Urabea, there's still a chance here. We got it.
Yeah. No, I like your choices. I mean, let's say Hitoshi is a surprise to me, but I don't think I like it as a choice. I think it's a good.
We did. I think our preview really helped kind of cement my my picks and feel pretty good about it.
All right, so Masatarida, you're in the lead, sir. Well done. But I if I were you, I wouldn't get too comfortable there.
Well, we'll see.
At the end of the tournament, I will bow and say, "You were right, sir. I was wrong."
Stan will eat his hat.
Yeah, I will. Get me the hat to eat. I'll have my humble pie.
Maybe we should at a midpoint.
We're talking about a good dinner here.
Delish. But maybe at a midpoint we invite him. He's been on the program before, as a 2-time winner, and maybe we check in mid Basho and see how things are going.
Maybe, and us going at this time and time differences being what they are, it seems
It's tough.
unlikely.
Yeah.
But
We'll see.
we'll
He's
see.
a great guy.
Yeah,
Friend
no,
of the
I
show.
think it'd be
He's
great. I
wonderful.
think any chance to get him on to chat with him would be terrific.
Yeah. And for a guy who's kind of started a little, I mean, he knows a lot.
Yep.
And he just kind of picked. Yeah. So anyway, it'll be fun.
All right.
We'll talk.
So back here and
Hello.
here we go. So that at the end of day one, that's where things stand.
That's where things stand.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
We should do a little segment, and that's where things stand.
That's where things stand.
I like it. And you'd be like, "What's the deal with Kashimawashi?"
Right? Yeah. No, it could be the new Andy Rooney.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was trying to do.
Right? You ever notice when Shodai turns around, he gets a hangdog look? I don't like that.
I don't like that. Why, back in my day,
I used to love Andy Rooney.
He's something else. What is he still kicking around?
I believe he passed away in the last couple of years.
Gotcha. Well,
but I could be wrong about that. The last time I saw him at all, he looked like he was getting ready to die. It seems like he really. Like, I mean, he was a grumpy old guy. He was a curmudgeon. That was his thing. But this is 30 years later.
2011, the man passed.
Wow, that long ago. All right,
we are on the cutting edge.
That's us.
Yeah.
And then if I only saw him a couple of years ago, he must have really been looking terrible.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Next up, we'll do some hee-haw impersonations, and
there we go. I'm picking and I'm grinning.
Exactly.
Funny.
I've always wanted to play the banjo or the fiddle.
All right. Well, go for it.
I'm never going to do that, but I would like to think, if I put my mind to it, I could.
You could. I have faith in you, Troy.
Oh, thank you. I'll start a picking and a grinning, and but first, we are on next Friday.
Next Sunday. No,
next Sunday. That's right. Sorry.
That's right. That's the other thing for everyone to know. For this tournament, we are trying out doing our shows on the Sunday. So all 3 Sundays we're on here on opening day. We'll be here on Nakabi, the middle day, and we'll be here on Senshuraku, the final day after everything's done to wrap it up.
And don't listen to me, friends and fans, when it comes to what's happening when. What you want to do is head over to Facebook and join the Sumo Show group. And there's all kinds. Stan just keeps that thing curated and with all kinds of great details and thoughts on particular takes that shares media from other pundits out there in the space. It's really a full sumo experience, and all you got to do is go to Facebook.
We like to call it the 360 sumo experience.
The 360 sumo extravaganza. I mean, Stan really flavor blasts it, and it's great. Though, I mean, all jokes aside. But it's a great space. Lots of fun folk. Of course, our nearest and dearest are there, and we'd like you to be there too. You can hang out with my mom and my aunt.
Very nice.
They signed up.
You know what? My family members have not joined, but I'm not that surprised.
Listen, my family adores you, so you can be
my
honorary.
Family adores me too, but they get enough of me talking about things they don't care about.
I will tell you this: my family probably has never listened. I think that they might have picked up a on demand for a couple seconds and not really know, because I just remember when they figured out what I was doing and they said, "So sumo sumo, huh? And I was like, yeah. What do you think about that? They're like, sumo. What is this? What is that? Is that, is it real? Is it a real thing? And I'm just like, okay, yeah. But anyway, you can join the ranks of our family and friends that may or may not be paying close attention to what we're saying about them. But you can and be a part of
if
that.
any of my family members are watching, they're going to call me tomorrow, and they should.
Stan will eat his hat.
I will, and some crow.
And some crow, yeah.
Finish it off with humble pie.
Delicious. I always wonder what humble pie.
You know what the other
tastes
thing
like.
people should do besides going to the Facebook page?
What?
They should subscribe on YouTube.
You should. You really should. So if you're over there on Facebook, or you're over there on Twitch, or you're over there wherever you might be, take it to YouTube.
Yeah,
and like and
we
subscribe.
stream live to all these places, but the place where the archive lives, where Sumo Show lives, is on YouTube.
That's right. All the other spaces just a shadow.
Helps us a lot if you subscribe and click like and all those stupid things that everyone says.
Watanabe that bell.
Watanabe that bell. Watanabe.
Yeah, just slam it. Yeah. It does help us out. It helps, and when you are showing interest and you with your time and your peepers, and you are saying, "Hey, I want to hear what these two jackholes are talking about," when Sumo comes around and you want to get a notification, then the algorithm, we trick it into believing that we are doing something kind of fun here.
Yeah,
that people want to listen to.
Other people might care about.
Help us trick others.
You know what? I think I'm going to need it. Help me trick others.
Help us trick others.
I got
Won't
you. Let's go get some.
Let's go get the others. Yes. I like it. I like it. We're all complicit.
It'll make you feel better.
Yeah, yeah. Plus, I have a friend to listen with and hang out with. We're your friends too. Awesome. So yeah, good. I like this format. I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling fresh. I'm feeling funky. I'm feeling on the my fingers on the pulse. And it's also on this drum set.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, here we go.
You have been listening to The Sumo Show, a live podcast about the art and sport of sumo. Your hosts tonight have been Stan Brown and Troy Hewitt. Production by Troy Hewitt. Sommeliering by Stan Brown. And initial charge by Tachi Troy.
Hi.
So until next Sunday, we say to you, enjoy a week of sumo. And ciao, matane.
Bye.